All right, billions of dollars of bets have been placed across the states, and sports betting launched here in North Carolina 1 year ago today.
Yeah, millions of dollars of revenue is taxed, and those tax funds are used to support athletic programs as well as the state's general fund. Fox 8's Sarah Winkleman has been crunching the numbers today, looking into this. She joins us live. So, Sarah, in the first year, how much money are we talking about?
Neil, we're talking about $128 million. Now, all of that is going to be split up to different programs and services in the state, including here at North Carolina A&T State University. They are one of 13 state universities that get some of that sports betting revenue to use in their athletics programs.
More than we expected, but we're grateful to have received it.
A total of $2.7 million in 1 year. It's been spent on new staff members like dietitians, trainers, and mental health professionals,
to ensure that we're maintaining and keeping our athletes healthy as they compete.
Other schools in the triad that also get revenue are UNC Greensboro and Winston-Salem State University. But the money gets spread out in several directions. Each year, $2 million goes towards gambling addiction treatment, $1 million for youth sports, at least $300,000 to state university athletics, $1 million for sports grants, and some reimbursement expenses to implement the new law. That still leaves money left, so where does it go? 20% gets evenly distributed to 13 university athletics. 30% goes to North Carolina Major Events, Games, and Attractions Fund, and the final 50% goes into the state's general fund.
I'm happy for them. I think it's at the expense of maybe other people's addictions.
Sports betting isn't for everyone.
I have not used gambling, any websites at all.
But he still sees the benefits to the bets.
I won't lie, even though it's not my particular thing, I know it has benefited others. For example, my cousin, he's made over $140,000. He just recently bought his Corvette last week with the money, and he's used it to further his life.
In the first year, the most revenue came in April, likely because of the excitement some people had and others never got.
I don't really plan on it because I don't really want to get into that habit with the economy right now. It's not where I want to be putting my money or losing my money.
And as the money continues to roll in for year two, university officials tell me they plan to continue to expand their programs, focusing on the mental health and well-being of their athletes. Live in Greensboro, Sarah Winkleman, Fox 8 News.
All right, Sarah, thanks.